Hello YouTube, welcome to another one of my Duel Links videos. Today I have for you a Water Demotion deck. I finally got 3-Star Demotion to unlock. It happened this morning after I got home from work and I was about to go to sleep. So before I went to sleep I put this deck together real quick. After trying it out, I think it works pretty well. It definitely has OTK potential. Basically what I do is I use 3-Star Demotion in order to either summon Levia Dragon and pop the field with Umi, or to summon Hammer Shark. And as you know, Hammer Shark's effect lets you special summon a water monster from your hand that is 3 stars or below, and that is why we use Fairy King, because he's a 6-star water monster. So when you activate 3-Star Demotion, it goes to 3 stars and you're able to special summon. I also run Starboy because he buffs all water monsters by 500, including Fairy King, which he doesn't get a buff from the Umi. I run 3 double summon just because I want this deck to run very quickly. Like I said, you want to OTK with this deck. It doesn't really have a lot of defense. It's super aggressive. You run 2 Supremacy Berry because it allows you to use 3-Star Demotion multiple times. I don't think you need 3, I think 2 is enough. And to round up the monsters, I put 1 Yomi ship. Just in case you go first with this deck, because you do want to go second. That way you can OTK. But if you go first, you can set Yomi ship, they'll attack into it, empty their field, and then you can OTK the next turn. So let's get on to the replays. Most of these replays are gonna go by pretty quick. Just because, like I said, this deck can OTK fairly easily. So on our first replay, going up against Weevil. And in this game I'm going first, so I actually just I set double summon as a bluff and I just end my turn because I don't wanna show my hand, play my Daedalus, lower my life points if I can attack. So you definitely want to try to go second with this deck. He sets 2 back row, summons 1 Kionshi and attacks for 1750. I draw into Fairy King and activate 3-Star Demotion. Originally I was just gonna summon both of them, but when I activated my my Supremacy Berry, he changed Conscription. So it actually lets me draw into my Umi. So here my play changes a little bit. I activate double summon. I go for the Umi and the Levia Dragon combo to pop the whole field. And because my Fairy King is now a 3-star, I can just normal summon it with my second normal summon. And I'm able to attack for game. So look at that, he had golden apples which would have stopped me, but because he activated Conscription I was able to swipe the entire field. So that's one of the combos you can pull off fairly easy with this deck. Also, this was just the first idea that came to mind with 3-Star Demotion. I'm gonna be making more decks using that skill, so you should expect those in the coming days. With that said, if you have any suggestions or requests for a deck using this skill, feel free to leave it in the comments, and I'll be happy to give it a shot. So this is our second replay. We're going against a Yami Yugi, and we are going second, which, like I said, is what we prefer. He summons Neo the Magical Swordsman, and just ends turn. I have the Umi play, but because he didn't set any back row, I instead go for Hammer Shark and 3-Star Demotion to summon my Fairy King. It's really important that you summon Hammer Shark first. I forgot to mention that, because if you activate your skill, he's gonna go down to 1 star, and you're not gonna be able to activate its effect. So make sure you always summon him first before you activate 3-Star Demotion. So anyway, I destroy his Neo and attack for 1900 directly. He's able to come back pretty well. He goes with the Fiend Mega Cyber, and then he goes into Legion Dark Magician Girl. I really thought he was gonna activate Sage Stone and that the game was over for me. Luckily he didn't have it, so he just destroys my Hammer Shark and then crashes with his Fiend Mega Cyber. So that's another point you gotta think about. Sometimes it's better to save your Levia Dragon, because if I had used it then, you know, I would have been in a bad spot for this turn. Instead, I'm able to go just Supremacy Berry into Levia Dragon, pop the field with his Dark Magician Girl, and then just attack per game. Go. Another easy win with this deck. So this deck I think can work when the ladder resets to kind of speed through the ranks at the beginning, because the games, like I said, are really short. There are gonna be times where you're gonna brick, you're gonna get too many spells, too many monsters. I lost a game where I drew 3 Star Boys and Supremacy Berry, so that was like the worst possible hand probably, and I did end up losing that game. But other than that, you can consistently draw into one of your 2 combos, which is either popping the field with Levia Dragon or swarming the field with Hammer Shark. In this duel, he just sets 1 card, so I go for the Levia Dragon to pop the field first, and then I'm gonna activate Double Summon to go into Shark. Since I didn't have a monster to summon with Hammer Shark, it didn't matter that I activated my effect while he was still in my hand, and because I was still gonna have enough attack to finish the game, and also I wouldn't have been able to activate Levia Dragon had I summoned my Hammer Shark first. So you gotta make sure you know what play you're going for. But another easy win. And let's go into our 4th replay against Odeon. So I just noticed that all these replays have been from my point of view. That hasn't happened before. That's kind of cool. So anyway, as you can see, this is not the greatest of hands, but I do have double summon, and I'm going first, so I can just set my Yomi ship, like I was telling you, and end my turn. There's no need to overextend in turn 1. I don't know what my opponent is playing. He's just using Odeon, so he could be running anything. He summons Blue Summoner Dragon, and that's perfect because he has just enough attack to get over my Yomi ship. So his monster is gonna get destroyed, and I have a completely empty field to go in with my 2 Fairy King Trust. What is it? Trustel. So he searches his blue eyes, ends his turn, didn't set any back row. I immediately go for 3-Star Demotion. I did draw into Levia Dragon, but there's no need to use him right now. I was better off saving it in case I didn't OTK this turn. But he needed a Kuribo to be able to stop me, which he doesn't have. I'm able to go in for another OTK win. So this deck can definitely work without being this aggressive, I think. So if you don't have the 3 double summon, or you know, the 2 Levia Dragon, you can still build this a little bit different. You know, make it a long game. Add some enemy controllers, mirror wall, things like that. I think any deck that helps you special summon, like this one does using Hammer Shark, it's definitely a deck to try out. So anyway, I go first and I have Yomi ship, so I go for that play once again. And look at this, I have Hammer Shark and I have Fairy King. So I'm gonna be able to summon both of those without the use of my double summon. He sets one monster and ends turn, so I just draw my card and end my turn because I want to see what he's playing before I try to go in. And this is odd, he's playing second booster, which is a pretty cool monster, but he uses Mystic Box to give it to me, destroying my Yomi ship. I wasn't mad about that because I still had a clear field and I was going to be able to swarm the field with all these high attack monsters. So once again, always remember to summon your Hammer Shark first if you're going to use its effect before you activate your skill. Activate double summon, go for Levia Dragon, and then I activate Hammer Shark effect, lowering his level 1 and special summoning my Fairy King. I go for the Umi just for the little boost on my 2 monsters. And that's, look at that, 2200, 1900, 2800 in one turn. Not a lot my opponent can do. He needed Grievos to stay alive, doesn't have any. So I just end the game. Yeah, like I said, those replays went by pretty quick. So this was just my first take on 3-Star Demotion. Once again, I'm gonna be making more videos using that skill, just because it's new and it's definitely something interesting. There's a number of decks you can run with the skill. So with that said, if you have any requests, any suggestions for a deck, let me know, and you know, I'll be glad to take a shot at it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, like, comment, and subscribe if you want. And until next time.